Good morning. This is kind of an impromptu session. This morning I was listening to some YouTube videos trying to keep that positive mindset. And it was this great talk from Tom Hiddleston, the actor that plays Loki. And he was talking about how negative thoughts and all of that are like clouds, and they pass. And it really inspired me. That combined with, I've been going through the Mastermind World Summit over the yesterday, and it was actually Charlene Johnson. Thank you, Charlene. Gave me this great one-liner. It was kind of like an off-topic thing that she talks about that she builds a fortress around her positive mindset. And I thought, that is so true. We have to protect our mind and protect our spirit and protect our mindset, positive mindset, because there are these negative things that come through and will drain you and like make you not want to keep going. And so I'm like, all right, that fits so perfectly into the quest, the Kingdom Quest thing that I'm building, my new program. That it's kind of that night themed process, and I'm like, I need a positive mindset fortress, right? And this thing with Tom Hiddleston's quote just really resonated with me. That negativity and is like a dark cloud, and there's so many times in my life where I've had stuff that goes wrong, negative things happen, kids and relationships and job, and there's just always something kind of bleh, right? And negativity is like a dark cloud. The other thing I wrote is traumatic times, hard times, challenges, real difficulties are like storms. There are some that are just, it's an afternoon thunderstorm where it sucks, but it goes away. There are other times where it's, it's a hurricane, right? It's a Cat 5. And I've had my fair share of those as well. Hopefully you haven't had too many. But they pass. Even the really intense storms, they pass. The hurricane eventually passes. And it just made me, I wanted to share this because so many times we hold on to the hurt. We hold on to the negativity. Why did they say that? I can't believe that. I can't believe this happened to me. Why me? Right? We hold on to that storm and we don't let it go. If we're holding on to the hurt, if we're holding on to the resentment, if we're holding on to those negative emotions, we're keeping the storm over us. Yes, we need to feel them. Yes, you can be angry. Don't let it define you. Right? Let it go. Feel it and let it go. And come out the other side and, see the rainbow that comes after the storm. One of my favorite things to do is I look for rainbows. I've talked about this before. Anytime I pass by a fountain, there's one especially when I drive around the lake in my neighborhood, I always kind of look over. I know the right spots depending on the time of the year to be able to see the rainbow in the fountain. And it always makes me smile because, the rainbow, this thing of beauty that comes after the trauma and difficulties of the storm, right? It's there. As destructive as the storms can be and as calamitous as they can be, they always give you something beyond it. I remember, I think Dean Graziosi was talking yesterday about how there are all of these events and things that we really wish we didn't have to go through, that they sucked. But now looking back on them with time, you realize that that was a defining moment for me. That it was something that was, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that that happened. And, it helped define me and helped to create the person that I am, and I'm happy with that. You look back at, my life in 2001, 2002, where, in a 3-month period, I had a really terrible divorce began. I lost my job and I lost my father. Boom, boom, boom. Right? At the time, it was horrible. It was devastating. My entire life was shattered. But that became a defining moment for me, and it's why I do what I'm doing now. And, it helped me create my life triad system and my life and showed me how important life balance was, and it was a necessary storm to feed the world that I needed and to feed the person that I needed to become. So anyway, that's just it. I was inspired. I was like, I need to capture this and share it. So negativity, traumatic events, they're storm clouds, they're dark clouds. Don't hold on to them. Let them pass and see the beauty that comes on the other side. All right, there's your morning motivational moment. Take that. Keep living your life to the third power, and I will talk to you soon. I'm glad that you enjoyed this podcast. I'd love to hear what you got out of today's episode. So if you could please take a screenshot and share it to social media and tag me at Third Power Performance on both Facebook or Instagram, at Third Power Perf on Twitter. I would love to hear how it's affected you. And I would love it if you would subscribe. You can click the button right there, or to get more episodes, you can look at our featured video right here. And you can also check us out at www.thirdpowerperformance.com.